Guam is home to the largest number of military veterans among all U.S. states and territories, with over 10,000 of them residing here. Meet Fransisco Duenas. He's a Vietnam veteran who joined the U.S. Army back in 1967 when he was just 16 years old for reasons he now laughs about.
That's really funny because I was a good guy. I had a little run with running around with the law at the age of 16, and there's only one way for me to avoid going to jail is join the military. So I did under the recruiter's name is Eddie Duenas, the former senator. So yes, July 21st, Liberation Day in 1967, I was out of here to Florida, California to take up basic training.
Duenas was deployed to Vietnam in December of 1967 and spent about 14 months there. While it was long ago, the memories are still crippling.
I get emotional, so to speak. All I'm saying is a hardcore type of job where it traumatizes you in so many ways.
Through his experiences, he's been able to meet other veterans such as Albert Eliason, who served in the United States Marine Corps. While he's not originally from Guam, it's been his home since he was just 9 years old. He took us back to the moment he decided to enlist.
When time came, and rather than wait to get drafted, I went ahead and enlisted in the United States Marine Corps to avoid the draft. It sounds kind of funny. I could have been drafted for 2 years of service in the Army, and instead I enlisted for 4 years in the Marine Corps. But I got what I wanted. I've never regretted it. And as the language is among Marines, once a Marine, always a Marine. I've never forgotten my training. I've never forgotten who I am and what I am. I am a United States Marine until I die.
And after serving 20 years as a Marine, Frank Solis now dedicates his time to helping his fellow veterans. He's the founder of Project Guiding Light, which is currently helping over 185 veterans with their VA claims. To add on to that, he also founded the group Once a Marine, Always a Marine. In our time together, I learned just how close-knit and united the veteran community is on island, meaning their vote is very powerful. Solis shared what qualities he's looking for in Guam's next elected officials.
First of all, it is hard to get is honesty, okay? Everybody promises everything, right? And they always, the big thing that is my pet peeve is these candidates run to be servants of the people, but as soon as they get in there, then they think that we're their servants, right? They're supposed to be, they're earning my paycheck, my hard-earned dollars. Without that, they will have no jobs. And they got to remember that. That's why we place them in there in hopes that they will do something for us. But it looks like it falls on deaf ears,
And he's not the only one supporting honest candidates.
Integrity, honesty. I really hate empty promises, as Frank has mentioned earlier, that I expect the politicians, whoever gets voted in, to do what they have promised the people of Guam.
I want to make sure he's honest. The best thing is to find out what kind of a history does he have. Is he known for keeping his word? Is he somebody that shares the same values of family, religion, faith in God and country that I do? And if he shares those things, then I have more tendency to vote for him than anyone else.
And while the veteran population on Guam is enormous, they sometimes feel overlooked.
I've not seen anybody that have veterans on the platform, and that's shameful. That's very shameful and injustice for us veterans here in Guam who went out and served to defend our country and our island and our way of life. Nobody's mentioning veterans. And they're saying it, they're just saying it, and they just quickly change the subject. But veterans is a big issue, and they're making a blind eye to it.
Whoever cares for the veteran needs to work hard and bring the services over here. The clinic up there is too small to handle the 10,000, 20,000 veterans here on the island. You got the Vietnam vets, you have there's a storm, you have the Iraq, you have the what else? Afghanistan.
It's an issue all too familiar for veterans having problems with the VA clinic. They hope to elect someone who can change that.
Whoever is handling the veterans here in Guam needs to fight for more opportunities for the veterans here. And a very good example is the VA clinic. In some cases, they don't return calls, they don't answer phones, and the veterans gets frustrated, let alone they already have PTSD.
I'm looking at, as a veteran, and I'm looking at health care for a veteran. As we've already all indicated, the CBOC here, the Veterans Outpatient Clinic, community-based outpatient clinic, is basically overloaded. I called to try and get assistance, and I'm either long-term listening to the phone ring. When it answers, I'm given a menu of options. I don't have a live person to talk to, and as a result, we'll call you back.
I'm still fighting for my wife's, what's that, CHAMP?
CHAMP VA.
CHAMP VA, because she's the only one that's helping me. I submitted my documents for aid and attendance, and I still haven't received any input from the VA. Because we're not getting younger, we're getting older, and all this chronic pains that we received during in the military is now catching up on us. And I'm going to be 73 years old. I have chronic pains all over my body.
The three are encouraging their fellow veterans to go out there and vote. Island residents can still register at gec.guam.gov and will need a Guam ID or Guam driver's license to do so. August 17th marks the last day to register to vote, and early voting in the primary election will be open until August 19th at the Westin Resort. Hannah Devonzo for KUAM News.